till he shall accomplish as an hireling his day. As an hireling his day, man. So the Most High has hired him to accomplish his time, man. He has an allotted time. He's a hireling. He's been hired for a certain amount of time to fulfill his portion. And when his portion is fulfilled, that's when he's given his wages, his reward. And what's his reward? Nuclear destruction. So it says, for there is hope. For there is hope of a tree. If it be cut down, that it will sprout again, and that the tender branch thereof will not cease. Though the root thereof wax old in the earth, and the stalk thereof die in the ground, yet through the scent of water it will bud and bring forth boughs like a plant. Right. So there you go. That's the main point. Verse 6, man. Right? Jeremiah 5 and 22. So look real quick. Right. Jeremiah 5 and 22. It's Jeremiah 5. Jeremiah chapter 5, verse 22. Fear ye not me, saith Yahweh. Will ye not tremble at my presence, which I placed the sand for the bound of the sea by a perpetual decree, that I cannot pass it? And though the waves thereof toss themselves, yet can they not prevail. Though they roar, yet can they not pass over it. Right. So that's, he's accomplished as a hireling his day. As the sea toss and turns, the waves toss and turn, they cannot overpass that decree. Right? Because you have the ocean, then you have the sand itself. And the waves cannot pass that decree, man. So the so-called white man himself, he's been given a decree that he cannot pass. So once he's fulfilled the height of his sin, his old age, his hoary head, that's when the Most High is going to have to issue that death decree on this man. Right? Never precept, yeah. Coming up.
And this is the book of Revelations 14 and 15. And another angel came out of the temple, crying with a loud voice to him that sat on the cloud, thrust in thy sickle and reap, for the time is come for thee to reap. Because remember, whatever you sow, you reap. If you reap good, you receive good. If you reap evil, you're going to receive evil. Right? I'll say it again. The book of Revelations 14 and 15. And another angel came out of the temple, crying with a loud voice to him that sat on a cloud, thrust in thy sickle and reap, for the time is come for thee to reap, for the harvest of the earth is ripe.
So that's the end of Esau's world. That's the end of Esau's world. The time of harvest. Right? In Matthew chapter 13, it speaks about let the tares and the wheat grow together until the time of harvest is come. It says the angels are what? The reapers. Right? They go cut down the wheat and the tares and put them into barns. The tares, they're going to pass into the fire, and the wheat into barns. So let's talk about the end of the harvest at the end of the world. That's the end of this time and this age. The end of this timeline. You people don't understand.
No way.
You people do not understand.
That's it, man. Getting out the Christmas trees.
You can't get it. If you could but only understand, man. If you could but perceive with your ears and understand with your mind. George, you go back to Matthew's. I'm going to stay on the point. This is Matthew's chapter 13, verse 37. He answered and said unto them, He that soweth the good seed is the Son of Man.
Oh. All right.
The field is the world. The good seed are the children of the kingdom. What's the good seed? The Israelites. Right? The elect of our people. We're the good seed. Right? We're the good seed. Because what did it say? It talks about Satan took away that which is planted, the good seed that was planted in his mind. The Lord only going to plant this wisdom inside the minds of his elect.
Yeah.
So we know that good seed is talking about the elect of the Israelites. The good seed are the children of the kingdom. Who's going to receive that good seed? What is the good seed? This word.
I think look at the names on my list.
Verse 37, he answered and said unto them, He that soweth the good seed is the son of man.
Chess.
I think that's let's see if I can get that out. Right. Luke chapter 8, verse 11. Now the parable is this. The seed is the word of the Most High. The seed is the word of the Heavenly Father, man.
John 1:1.
So let me read it. Matthew's 13, verse 38. The field is the world. The good seed are the children of the kingdom. But the tares are the children of the wicked one. The tares are the children of the wicked one. The enemy that sowed them is the devil. The harvest is the end of the world. And the reapers are the angels. As therefore the tares are gathered and burned in the fire, so shall it be in the end of this world. The Son of Man shall send forth his angels, and they shall gather out of his kingdom all things that offend, and them which do iniquity, and shall cast them into a furnace of fire. There shall be wailing and gnashing of teeth. So you know, going back to verse 39, the enemy that sowed them is the devil. The harvest is the end of the world, because the sowing has been done, man. We've been out here sowing. We've been sowing this word inside the minds of our people. We've been planting it. We're the vast representatives of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. We act as his agents. He's secret agents. We act as James Bond
Yeah, man.
on his behalf.
Yeah, man.
Secret agent.
Yeah, man, that 007, man. That
007.
007.
007. 7 represents completion.
That's deep. That's deep. That's deep. That's deep.
007.
Yeah, man.
Completion. Right? 14,000. You see? We're out here sowing this word into the minds of the elect. The harvest is the end of the world and the reapers are the angels. So the end of this time, at the end of this timeline, end of this age, the end of this realm, the end of this, that's what they made Pirates of the Caribbean, the end of this world.
Oh, world's end, yeah.
World's end. The angels are the reapers, man. And they're gonna come, and what are they gonna do? They're gonna put the wheat into barns and put the tares into unquenchable fire. Right? And that represents the 2/3 of our people, these other nations, and the so-called white man them.
Vote.
Nuclear destruction is going to be the end of your age.
Hey, peace.
Yeah, peace.
Yeah. The book of Matthew, verse 7 and 19. Every tree that bringeth not good fruit is hewn down and cast into the fire.
Right.
Wherefore by their fruits ye shall know them.
By their fruit, you gonna know them, man.
That means you're coincide.
Yeah, it's that fire. Yeah, man,
Right.
fire for bun.
They're gonna be cast into the fire. But who's gonna cast them? The Most High's gonna cast them into fire. Because you're no damn good. You're unprofitable. Ain't no profit gonna come out of the 2/3 of our people. There's no profit gonna come out of the so-called white man. So cast them into nuclear destruction. So it says, verse 40, Matthew 13 and 40 is, therefore the tares are gathered and burnt in the fire, so shall it be in the end of this world. The Son of Man shall send forth his angels, and they shall gather out of his kingdom all things that offend, and them which do iniquity, and shall cast them into a furnace of fire. There shall be wailing and gnashing of teeth. And that fire also represents the lasers that come out of the chariots, man.
That's it.
Not just the nuclear destruction, but also the lasers, man.
Hey, but Elder, you know, this world's gonna go shake to and fro. Do you know, right? There's so much gas pipes under the ground. When those lasers hit, you know, and the nuclear missiles go off, the gas pipes.
God bless you.
Okay.
Thanks for your blessing.
Okay.
Things work out for me after you pray for me.
Is it?
I get new house, I get my money back, the government looking after me when they were blind.
Okay.
So may my blessings fall back to your soul.
Okay.
He that dwells in the secret place of the Most High.
Okay, thank you.
God bless you.
Right.
But the prayer is not over yet. We still have to have someone on the board. After 11 years, I'm seeing my baby son today for the first time. He was in university doing technology.
Congratulations.
Thank
Okay,
you.
good. That's good. I can't remember. You know, rocket for your how much from your side. You know?
But what else you have there? You're reading.
About the cost of the fire.
Because remember, you're reading from Revelations about casting the sickle. Casting the sickle.
Yeah, earlier I read that.
Remember you read that.
Still got the gas pipes exploding.
Yeah, the gas bags is
Yeah,
exploding.
exploding because that's what I said. This place is gonna rock to and fro on us. Yeah. much explosion, even onto the water pipe. The water pipes are full with pressure. And when those burst, that's going to cause a lot. There's going to be, brothers, there's going to be so much mayhem going on. From the top, from the bottom, yeah? I'm serious. Everything's going to be a rock. Tsunamis, right?
Yeah, yeah, of course, yeah.
All these things going to be
Earthquakes.
rock through. It's
Tsunamis.
going to be a frightening time. Very frightening.
This whole world is going to turn inside out. We're coming with the day of Yahweh's wrath. That's what I'm saying, man. If you ain't right, you're going to get destroyed, man. You're going to get destroyed.
Yeah, so I've got it here, as you said. You want me to go back to Revelations 14 and 15?
Yeah.
And another angel came out of the temple crying with a loud voice to him that sat on the cloud, thrust in thy sickle and reap, for the time is come for thee to reap.
Right, because a sickle is a farming instrument.
Yes.
A sickle. A sickle is that moon-shaped instrument that a farmer will use to hack down the wheat and cast the wheat into garners. But like the tares look like the wheat, but he'll gather them up and burn them up. Because you take the wheat and put them into, I think, clusters or something like that.
Yes.
And I put them into bunches,
Bundles.
bundles. Okay, gather them up basically. Okay. This is very deep, man. This is very deep. You know the thrust in thy sickle, because that goes into husbandry. It goes into farming. You know, this all goes into farming, man. You know what I mean? I believe hold that right there. Hold that, please. It says so it says, Jeremiah chapter 8 verse 20, the harvest is past, the summer is ended, and we are not saved. Read that again. The harvest is past, the summer is ended, and we are not saved. So, you know, we've been going through a harvest, a summer after summer, year after year, and we have not been saved. But there is an actual predicted time where we will be saved. That will predict the end of this age, the end of our captivity.
Right.
And that end is predicted in the Bible. The end of Esau's world, the end of the wicked. And at the end of the wicked is the end of our servitude underneath them. So
Where are you?
so let's go back. Let's go back to this. Go back again.
The book of Revelations 14 and 15. And another angel came out of the temple crying with a loud voice to him that sat on a cloud, thrust in thy sickle and reap, for the time is come for thee to reap.
The time is come.
There's an appointed time.
There is an appointed time. The time. The scheduled time.
There's a time to reap, there's a time to cry, there's a time to pluck up, there's a time.
And there's a
So-
place.
Anyway, so the Heavenly Father has a schedule. But that scheduled time has come. Coming up.
Thrust in thy sickle and reap.
What?
Rewind.
When you thrust in that sickle.
Yeah, man, thrust.
Meaning when you thrust in your
Of course.
in your private part in a
Of
woman,
course.
thrust it in and reap.
And there's that woman behind you again. Look at that woman behind you. Look, she's laying down there. She's laying ready for the thrust. You see? Ready and waiting.
Thrust in thy sickle. Because when you do to a woman, you thrust it in.
Yeah, man.
And you defile it. So the Heavenly Father is about to thrust in that sickle and defile Esau's time, man, and destroy it. So when Yahweh Shai comes in and invades planet Earth, that's that thrusting time. That's when Esau's world will be devoured and destroyed, man.
That's it.
When he comes with the heavenly angels and thrust in that sickle, coming now,
And reap, for the time is come for thee to reap, for the harvest of the earth is ripe.
for the harvest of the earth is ripe. Meaning that woman
Yes?
is of age,
Ready to be popped.
ready to be popped. She's ripe. She's 12 years old. Right?
And those missiles represent that penis.
Ready to
Ready to enter into that virgin.
Right.
You see?
and defile it.
And defile it.
Right?
Right? Oh, virgin daughter of Babylon.
Oh.
Hey!
Cause she a virgin.
Yes, you're a virgin, man.
She's never been touched.
Yeah. Hey, that's deep. Listen, and remember, when you shoot sperm, it's so many sperm cells, right?
Those are the
And
missiles.
missile's head,
Oh.
the head of the missile. Yeah,
That's the missiles.
the missiles inside the head, the warhead.
Yeah.
Wow. Heavy.
That's deep.
If I may say,
That's
it's
deep.
like, if I may
That's
say,
actually deep.
that's a very astute observation you made there.
Yeah.
But if you look throughout nature, you can see examples of that in
Right.
practice. For example, when you've got a plug socket, right?
Ooh.
You've got the screw and you've got the screwdriver.
Yeah.
So the screwdriver goes into the hole, right? It's all in nature.
I don't
The Most High
You don't mind, you got the spirit, you don't mind. Because I was going to say the same thing about the socket. You got the socket in the wall, and you have the plug, and the plug that goes into the wall.
Just like a key in the lock.
Just a key and a lock. You
Right.
don't mind, brother.
That's deep right there. The missiles out represent the sperm cells.
Yeah, the sperm cells.
And they're defiling that virgin.
Damn.
She's going to be hit with many arrows. of
Yeah.
She's gonna hit all the sperm cells, man. It's time for you to
Yeah.
be deflowered. That's deep. They're gonna run upon her walls.
Hey, because but listen, that side of the rod, no matter how big the rod is the tip that is the most important part. Because that's what releases the sperm. You see what I'm saying?
But let me get that. That's
Warhead. Is it warhead, brother?
That's an
Representation of warhead.
That's deep. That's an Revelations. Hold on. This is Revelation chapter 9, verse. Let me start from verse 14. Read through. Saying to the sixth angel, which had a trumpet, loose the 4 angels which are bound in the great river Euphrates. And the 4 angels were loosed, which were prepared for an hour, and a day, and a month, and a year, for to slay the 3rd part of men. So there's an exact time. For instance, for the time of harvest, the time of a threshing or something like that. That's in Revelation 14. Right? So there's that time. Salakia. Prepare for an hour and a day and a month and a year for to slay the 3rd part of men. The 3rd part of men is who? The sons of the wicked. Which are who? The sons of the wicked, which are the so-called white people there.
Yep.
Edomites. Who are on the soils of America. And the number of the army of the horsemen were 200,000. That's the number of the sperm cells.
Yeah, that's true.
Which are the nuclear
Yeah,
missiles.
missiles, brother.
And I heard the number of them. Because remember, this is going to be a noisome destruction. And thus I saw the horses in the vision, and them that sat on them having breastplates of fire, and of jacinth and of brimstone. And the heads of the horses were as the heads of lions. And out of their mouths issued fire and smoke and brimstone, like you were going into.
Yeah.
How is the head? That's the penetrator that penetrates that woman's so-called private parts or vaginas, right? And then what issues out of the heads? Fire and brimstone, which is the sperm cells.
And Elder, I don't want to be explicit here. When you go deeper again, I just thought about it in the spirit. When you're ready to release, you get to that peak, you get hot.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? You're getting hot. And it's that fire for you to release, brother.
Right.
You know?
Yeah. You're building up that
building up that tension.
that climax.
That climax. Yeah, man, it's spiritual.
You bust it all out.
That's
all
what I'm
that
saying.
fire,
Yeah,
the
it's the
brimstone.
same thing.
Yeah.
When that missile reaches peak, it's
Yeah.
ready to release.
That's
And that's when it releases them.
That's when that virgin door of Babylon has been defiled. She's been destroyed. That's the end of Esau's time, the end of this world. And in the process of that's when the elect will be delivered, man. That's when the elect will be delivered. That's the angels with the sickle, thrusting in that sickle.
Yes.
And harvesting. That's all of that. So let me read on. And by these three was the third part of men killed. The third part of men, again, that's the sons of the wicked. Because you have the sons of the righteous,
Yes.
which are us, the sons of God. There's the sons of men, which are these other nations of people. Then you have the sons of the wicked,
Esau.
which is Esau, Edom, the Edomites.
May I just say that's a sign of a great power right there. To be able to destroy and to save in the same swoop.
Wow.
Right.
Because, like, we could do that. Like, let's say you want to kill someone and save someone at the same time. Physically, you can't really do that. But the Most High is doing it all in one move. That's the power of the Lord.
That's the
man.
righteous scarcely being saved. That's the righteous scarcely being saved.
Doesn't end up like
Lucky you made it.
Yeah, man.
Lucky you made it because the Lord bring about all this destruction, and you got saved in the same hour.
That's what I'm saying. That's how the Lord works.
Yeah.
I say
That's
something
what
else
the Lord
about the shark. We're going to be like Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. It's going to look like we're being cast into the
Yes,
fire.
yes.
But Lord willing, Yahushua is going to be with us to deliver
All
us
the
from that.
time. Wow.
And we're going to be like,
Whoa.
shit, is this it?
It says, yeah, yes. On the brink. It's always on the brink. That's how the Lord works. You're always in the brink.
The most
Right?
dramatic.
Dramatic thing. The Lord doesn't work like, oh, simple sailing. No, it's always on the brink.
Right.
Right? When you're about to die, then the Lord is ready
That's
to
the ultimate test. That's
the test.
to the end.
How we can hold on.
So you're gonna get tested right to the
end.
very end. Right? Even to the end. Satan is gonna be testing you. Satan is gonna be there with you at the end.
Yeah, wow.
At the end. Satan's gonna be there saying, no, man.
You're through.
Yeah.
It's done.
Don't hold on. Don't hold on.
You're done. You're finished. You're done. I got you. It's not like guy now, Brooke.
Oh, yeah. Club of Lang, yeah.
You're done. You
Right.
won it. Right? Where it says, verse 18 in Revelations 9 to 18, by these three was the third part of men killed by the fire and by the smoke and by the brimstone which issued out of their mouths. For their power is in their mouth and in their tails. For their tails were like unto serpents and had heads, and with them they do hurt. Right, that's the missiles. Because their mouth their power is in their mouth and in their tails. And in their tails